Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Zeus with Benvenuto Restaurant, and on today's segment, we are going to be preparing a peach brulee tart.
And we're licking the bowl. It's showtime!
Luck would have it that most of the time I co-host here on Delmarvalife, Chef Zeus isn't. Tragically, we just keep missing each other like ships in the night, but not today!
Reunited at last. So glad you guys are here. Of course, we're joined by
Good to have you.
our executive chef, Jesus Gordiani. Can I just say Zeus?
Yes, yes.
Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford. It's
All my
easier
friends
to
call me
say.
Zeus.
Zeus. I love Zeus. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
here.
so you've got a lot to do here. So what are we making?
Not really. I mean, everything we do looks, difficult, but it's not. Look, we're going to make a Bolognese. We decided we're going to run a Bolognese this weekend, so what better way to show it is right here on Delmarvalife.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you're going to hear some fancy things, like, for example, this mirepoix here. What's mirepoix? It's just carrots, onions, celery that's been roasted.
Isn't it another way to be referred to as the Holy Trinity of cooking?
Well, the Holy Trinity we would refer to what they use down south.
Okay.
All right,
Gotcha,
and that's the
gotcha,
Holy
gotcha,
Trinity,
gotcha.
and that one has peppers in it.
Right, okay.
And they'll omit certain things. But anyway, what we do is we start off here with a little bit of olive oil. Now, what's cool is we make our Bolognese with short rib. Okay, so this short rib goes in at night, overnight, and it's going to braise at about 200 degrees overnight. Next day we come in, we cool it, and then we pull it. So we're going to start with some of the carrots here that we've already roasted. Okay, we're going to do some onion here. All right, and traditionally, I mean, at home, if you're going to make a Bolognese, you're probably going to cook all this stuff together, right? But what we do is, because we make it to order, all right, we kind of roast this ahead of time. We're going to add, and
that
you're
makes
going to,
sense.
yes, and you're going to notice it smells absolutely delicious in here. Again, I keep asking Annie up there for some smell-o-vision, all right? But maybe next Christmas, we'll see. All right, so we get our mirepoix here going, and then we're going to add our short rib, right? So we have some roasted garlic in here. All right, we're going to add this short rib. All right, and everything's sort of in the pool. Now, I'm using today, this is sort of like a wok, right? It looks like a wok. I chose this because it's deep, all right? And we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit here. And we are also gonna lid this so that we can steam the pasta.
Okay.
In there, okay? So once we have this going, and you see everything's sort of coming together, all right, I'm gonna do my first season here. We're gonna do some salt. We're gonna do some fresh ground black pepper, okay? And we are going to add some red wine to this. So what kind of red wine? Look, anything that you would drink at home, all right? And you hear that, we're really cooking here, all right? So we're gonna add some red wine, okay? And this reduces very quickly. All right, to this, we're gonna add some stock, okay?
Love the smell
Oh, it smells
that red
amazing.
wine.
It does,
already.
it smells so good, doesn't it? All right, now we're gonna add some of this pasta.
Okay.
All right, and one thing I like to do is, I like to add my pasta this way when it's just dry, because what happens is, it allows that sauce to really stick to it. Another trick at home, all right, when you're doing your pasta, you want to add cheese to it now. And what happens is that cheese is going to adhere to that pasta, and it's really going to, yes.
What a great idea.
Yes, yes. So now, what else do we need in here? We have some tomatoes, all right? And these are San Marzano tomatoes that we use. And one very important ingredient that I use in my Bolognese is this demi-glace. And we make this in-house, okay? So
what is that?
So demi-glace, what we do is we roast our bones, okay? And we add carrots, onions, celery. There's wine that goes into it, cold water. And this stuff is going to cook, and it becomes very gelatinous from the bones. And it's used to thicken sauces. It's used as a sauce itself with red wine or balsamic, and it's absolutely delicious. So what we're now going to do is we are going to put this lid on this, all right? And we're going to allow all these flavors to come together. It's going to steam up our pasta, and guess what? When we come back, we're going to plate it up so you guys can try it. And we're also going to finish off with this amazing, I mean, absolutely amazing peach brulee tart. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
You've done TV a couple times, haven't
Once
you?
or twice, once or twice.
We've got the best job in the world. Stick around, Delmarvalife. We'll be right back. Take a look at how the Bolognese has transformed and come together. during the break. All thanks, of course, goes to Chef Zeus of Benvenuto restaurant. Mike, do you need a rag or something?
It looks so amazing.
So you mixed it up.
Yes.
You put a little bit of cheese and parsley on it.
It really is. And I cannot wait for you guys to try this. It is so good. And the cool thing about this is, I mean, you guys saw just how fast, you know, I mean, we made this in a matter of minutes. It's all about, you know, the prep work, right? And that's what the French call mise en place, so everything in its place, right? So now that we have our bolognese in here, we're just going to take a little bit of cheese here, all right?
It's just melting on top. I love it.
Yes, we're going to use a little bit of cheese here, all right, that we're just going to melt on top. And I cannot wait for you guys to try this. And of course, to finish this off, look, we're going to do a little bit of fresh basil here.
Nice.
All right,
nice.
just to set the bouquet and all the aromas, right?
Gotta set
all right,
the
now I'm
bouquet.
going to set these over here. You guys have to try this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And the good news is, like you said, you're going to have this on the menu this weekend. So
Yes,
you don't have to
yes.
make it. Just go to Benvenuto.
No, just stop in and make it. Try that out. You're going to love it. Now, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to show you guys at home this amazing dessert that we're going to run this weekend as well. This is our peach brulee tart. So very simple. What we're going to do, what do you guys think down there?
I'm weak in the knees. It's so good.
I'm
Weak in the
speechless
knees.
for the first time in my life on TV.
I love it. I love it. All right, so check this out.
goodness.
I have these,
Just eat and watch.
right? Yeah, you guys are going to eat and watch. It's dinner and a show, right?
There we go.
So what we're going to do is we're going to brulee these peaches here, right? And what's that mean? Okay, it's a fancy French word. It just means caramelize, right? So we're going to caramelize.
Catch her on fire.
Yes, yes. I mean, you can literally add brulee to anything, and it makes it sound fancy, right?
Yeah.
Mike Brulee. Ooh, that's fancy, right? So anything brulee sounds fancy. So we're going to take our torch here, and we're just going to caramelize this sugar.
Oh my goodness.
All right, and you want that beautiful amber color because you know it's going to be nice and crispy. All right, so we like to do this first. All right, and look at that color. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And this
pretty.
goes very quickly. And then what we do is, you know, we make, we switch it up every now and then. We're not sure what the base is going to be. What I have today is a really nice mousse that's going to go into this tart. All right, and I'll show you guys just how simple this is. So what we'll do is we're going to set this aside here.
Okay.
All right, we're going to come over here. These are our float plates that we're going to use. And this here is the mousse, and this has lemon, mango, and peach. Okay.
Wow.
And very simply, look at that. It's like little clouds.
here.
All right. And what we are going to do is we're just
my
going to
attention.
put these little clouds of that mousse in there. See that?
That's neat.
All right. See how beautiful that is? And
He's stinging
again,
me by saying clouds.
clouds, right? That's what we call these clouds. All right. And then to plate these up, watch how simple this is. We're going to use our float. It's one of our signature plates that we use in the restaurant. And hey, if you want to go a little bit extra, you can certainly put a little bit more of this mousse on the
love
bottom.
Oh
extra.
yes, we love extra.
Yes, and that's going to just kind of help your, you know, your mousse tart to kind of sit in here. So we're going to nestle that in there. That's a good word. So we have clouds and nestle.
Nestle.
All right, and brulee.
brulee.
Right? We're going to change Lisa's name to Lisa Brulee.
I like that.
And now she fancy. All right. So check this out. Right. So we have these beautiful tarts here, and then we're going to take our peaches. All right. You hear that?
Oh,
See,
yes.
it's nice and crispy already. We are going to lay our peaches right here. See how beautiful?
They are beautiful.
Okay. Oh my goodness. And you see how nice and crispy that got? Look at that.
Peaches.
Brulee peaches. And you know what? It's nice because peaches already have a nice little tartness to them, right?
Yes.
So by bruleeing them, you're just adding, you know, another little layer of flavor. And look, I'm going to take some of this Affila cress here, all right, because it's beautiful. It looks really nice. We're just going to kind of nestle that in there, all right, and this stuff's still alive, all right, and we're going to do the same for this guy over here, okay, and let's go with a nice little blackberry because who doesn't love a good blackberry? And look, there you have it. If you come in, this is what you're going to get.
You know what's standing between me and that? You.
Mike, right?
No, go ahead.
Can we get a good shot of that?
out of the way.
I mean,
Look at
this should be our picture for the yearbook.
Yeah, I like
You guys get a
it.
picture of that? All right.
All
And look,
right.
And guess what? You each get one.
There you go.
And you have to try it. It is so good. I'm telling you. You're going to love it. A peach brulee tart.
I'm excited for this.
And as
saw it?
always, I want to take one bite, but I want to get everything in one bite.
Right? This is so tough.
It is, right? You hate your job, don't you?
It's the worst job in the world.
It really is.
They pay me to do this.
We need to talk to someone about that.
Oh,
Really. What do you think? Isn't that good?
Zeus,
I just have a.
speechless.
I want to cry.
Wait, she said speechless, right?
And I want to cry.
I'm here all day.
That's incredible.
And these dishes are at Benvenuto restaurant
weekend?
in Milford. You need to go.
You need
up
to
there
go, like,
this
immediately.
Weekend.
Like, get in line now.
Uh-huh.
I'll be the first one there.